What's up? We're back with another action-packed episode here from the Orlando Powder Room. Today we got this GT Pro Freestyle Tour from 1988. We've previously powder coated this unit, and the color is actually super sick in the sun. When the sun hits it and reflects all the metallic, it looks awesome. But underneath the LED lights, for some reason, the color just looks dead. So, customer contacted us. This is actually a very good customer of ours. We do a lot of stuff for him. He said, hey, I'm sending you back that navy blue bike, and we're going to change the color. But can't have this on the episode, the final result, because he's doing some kind of reveal contest giveaway deal on his Instagram or his Facebook. So we also got this terrible one barcode. This is for one of our buddies that rides freestyle, obviously. But this dude is a complete sender.
Artificial pop. Ah, there it is.
Complete sender. This is one of his bikes that he's had for a long time. The issue is, this was one of those bikes that they just shot clear coat over the raw with no prep or no nothing. So when you do that, eventually this is how they look. So we're gonna make this unit, as rough as it is, we're gonna make this candy red. We'll see how that comes out. We also got our Mech Brazilian aluminum unit hanging from the ceiling on preview. This bike is available for sale. It's really hard to find. It's a rare bike. It's got some forks on it that are literally impossible to find. If you notice, there's no dropout. So it's got a set of profile cranks on it. Some MCS hubs, set of custom handlebars, and a sick dormant purple powder job. But yeah, that unit's available, so if anybody's interested in it, hit me up and we'll figure something out. It's a customer of ours, but we asked him if we could display it out here for a little while, you know, and basically show it off, because it's a pretty nasty unit. All right, so before we get into all that action, we got to hit these parts with Candy Blue Translucent. This is an awesome color from Columbia Coatings. We got some parts already hung, already based in chrome, cured, ready for Candy Blue. So we're going to hit those first. And then we'll see what we get into next. All right, so we're having an issue with our blue, which is fairly common with this color for some reason. If you look deep into the cup, you can see how it's chunky. Well, we can't put chunky through our gun. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this flour sifter, we're gonna stick it into this bag right here like this. We're just going to stick it into this bag, just like this. We're going to take our chunky powder. We're going to dump it into the sifter. We're going to make a dust storm. See all the chunks? We don't want that. So I'm actually going to make probably do 2 of these, just so that we definitely have enough. But you get the idea. We're just sifting the powder, breaking up the chunks, getting the chunks out. And this is a fairly new bag. Why am I doing it like that? We'll just sift the whole thing. But some of the golds and For some reason, this candy blue, I don't see it too much with any of the other blues, but like some of the gold, some of the other colors, they will get chunky. It is pretty hot in my shop. I don't have AC. The powder is stored in a dehumidified cabinet, but it's still hot in there. So I don't know if that's the issue or what, but we'll just sift this out. See the chunks left over in there? Got mad rocks. Alright, so here we have a red line threadless stem, a set of crank arms. That's what we're going to be making blue. Alright, we got our plugs in. Everything masked that we don't want powder on, except for the threads here, which we'll blow out once we got the candy blue applied. We got our machine on, we got our ground. We're set for candy blue red line. Let's do it. Alright, so while those are in the oven baking, we're going to get started on this T1 barcode. This sucker is rough. It's already stripped. So we're going to go hit it with the sandblaster. We got a storm coming through. It's super windy out there, so the audio would be even worse than it normally is, which actually we're working on it. I know a lot of you guys complain about how bad the audio is because it echoes in here and just, you know, with the machines running, it sounds terrible, but we are working on it. I bought a mic for this camera, but it didn't work with this camera, so I actually ordered a new camera. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully the mic works with that camera. If not, I'll have to order another one or figure something out. But until then, it is what it is. We're gonna go get this thing sandblasted, take a look at it. We're probably gonna end up sanding it quite a bit, and then probably the high build primer, because candy red will show everything, and we want this thing to look good while the guy's out there doing tail whips and all that fun stuff. This is that terrible one after we blasted it. It came out way much better than I thought it was going to. Yes, way much is a word. So I'm just going to touch up a few spots with some sandpaper. Then we're going to outgas this unit. We're going to bake this thing for a while, because after it has all that oxidation on it, the pores get filled with gases and all kinds of stuff that gets trapped in there. And when we outgas it, it makes it leave before we put the powder on it. Because if you do it after you put the powder on it, you get all kinds of bumps and stuff where the gas is escaping. But we'll get it cleaned up in the oven. Here's our candy blue translucent. Came out super nice. Whoa, hey now. So we'll give the customer a call, let them know that's ready. And then we'll keep continuing on that terrible one. Alright, so you know what time it is. Time to put some chromachrome on that freestyle bike. Lummy coatings, chromachrome. Gonna get a full cure before we put the top coat on it. Using our normal regular hopper, just like always. The bike is on the rack. It should be cool by now. I got some plugs in the areas we don't want powder. We're gonna go slam that on there. All right, so we're hung up, we're grounded, we got our threads protected, and we're ready. Let's do it. I don't know if they made this bike in chrome, but they probably should have. It looks sick. Columbia Coatings, Candy Red Translucent. This will be our top coat for that that freestyle bike. This is a super nice candy. This is usually what we use for our candy, unless they want a darker candy with a little bit more like pearl and stuff, then you go with the lollipop, but this is much nicer. I said what I said. But bike's cool. Caps are on. Alright, so when we shoot these top coats, we turn our air feed up and we turn our electricity down. It gives us a nice big cloud. That gives you nice coverage and less opportunity for back ionization. Alright, let's make it red. Now she gets cleaned up, and then we'll go in the oven. We got the chain ring and some crank arms for that terrible one. Customer originally wanted chrome, but because he rides like this, I tried to talk him out of it and going with polished aluminum. Actually, I did talk him out of it to go to polished aluminum. But then I got to thinking, man, that thing would really look sick with some powdered chrome crank arms and a powdered chrome chain ring. If you go back and watch a couple of videos before when I did the video on powdered chrome, you'll see that this isn't going to be an issue. I was just gun shy. So we're going to do this chrome, put the proper clear on it, use our cure times properly, and he's going to have himself a nice set of chrome crank arms, chain ring that's durable. Bendy red. It's out of the oven. Fairly cool. We'll take it out in the shop with better lighting and set it up and take some better pictures of it. But there it is. The chrome is still in the oven. Be coming out in a few minutes, and then we'll show you what clear we're going to put on. All right, well, you're going to clear over chrome, and you don't want to lose all of your reflectiveness. Use acrylic. This is wheel clear from Columbia Coatings. This is my go-to wheel clear. This is my go-to acrylic for shooting over chrome. The problem with it is after you shoot this, everything's got to be like super clean because this acrylic and the polyesters and epoxies don't mix. So if there's any of this in the next color or the next time I shoot, it'll be fisheye like crazy. So we got the gun all cleaned up from the old stuff, and now we're gonna put this wheel clear on those parts, and it smells really funny. Or smell this. Totally different. Kind of weird. gonna pull the plugs, send her in the oven, 375 for 15 minutes. Just like making brownies. Terrible one, candy red with chrome stuff. You look sick. Also, don't forget, we're trying to figure out a way to give this unit to one of the viewers, one of you guys. It's a Diamondback, possibly a Viper. We're not 100% sure, but I would like to figure out a way to let somebody win this thing, pick the color, I'll powder coat it, and send it to your house. And you can do whatever you want with it. You can build it, you can throw it out in the woods, you could hang clothes on it, whatever you want to do, but it'll be yours. Just trying to figure out a way to make that happen. Also, don't forget, March 3rd, Sunday, is the bike show, St. Cloud BMX, old school stuff, mid school stuff. They're gonna do motos, giveaways, BMX, categories with winners for different classes. The whole 9 bike yard kind of deal, bike show kind of deal. So keep an eye out for that. Details should be coming out shortly. We're working with Power Cycle, not Powers, but Power Cycle, our neighbor. Also working with Motion Apparel from St. Cloud. They do all the BMX jerseys and that stuff, and the dude's a vintage BMX guy. So looking forward to that. But other than that, that terrible one came out sick. Working on them PFTs now. That's it. Catch you on the next one.